In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists...
The Second War.
What up, folks? We're back with a brand new game, sort of. Decided to play some Phoenix Point tonight. I was discussing with somebody last night, playing like games like Xcom, BattleTech, games that I'm fairly used to playing, but they weren't, and it dawned on me that I play a lot of different games, and 1 second here, folks, trying to move a few things around, get some stuff going on. When it comes to turn-based tactical, especially, people know XCOM. They're used to seeing it. They've probably played it themselves. But not a lot of people have heard of Phoenix Point. Not unless, that's the type of game, the genre that you're used to playing. So I thought, maybe it's time to show the people what Phoenix Point is, and give them an opportunity to kind of see for themselves what they'd be getting into if they chose to play it. I'm actually going to go back and make sure that I started a brand new game. But I'm not sure that I did. I thought I had, but I want to make sure that I've started a new game for you guys. I've been playing on and off for a while now, so I'm a bit further ahead than what you guys would see when you first start. And I'm going to tell you now, I am by no stretch of the imagination a turn-based tactical player, so I'm going to play this on easy. Yeah. Want to make sure that we play the tutorial and the prologue. It might seem kind of silly, but that's actually kind of important when you first start playing. And the reason for it is because you're going to get, some of your characters are going to get experience and resources that you wouldn't have otherwise. If you didn't start with the tutorial. And yeah, okay, you might not want to do it every single time, but you are going to want to play through it at least once or twice. Especially as a new player, to get some of the mechanics down. I mean, the mechanics are pretty well universal between this and XCOM, with some notable exceptions. Um, First and foremost, in this game, unlike in XCOM, especially XCOM 2, when you purchase like a new item, like a new gun for your characters, you have to buy them for each individual person. You don't buy them just once and then can just distribute them amongst all the characters that use that particular type of weapon or that particular type of armor. You have to buy a set or a weapon for each individual person.
This year worked. Our refugees are coming from the coast. 400 yesterday. The list is coming fast. We need weapons, vehicles, and food. If there's anyone that will respond.
We listened to the radio stations every day. I took turns with Jacob waiting for a signal. And finally, it came. A scarab got it too. Its AI directing it to our rendezvous. We had no news from science for many months. Did he send the activation codes? I was desperate to know what happened to him. The mutants were marching. Something was happening. If the mist was back, then it meant that the Pandora virus was mutating again, twisting the human void into new horrors. We needed to regroup, rebuild. But first, we had to get to that scare.
That's something else that's really interesting about this particular storyline as opposed to XCOM. This is not aliens. This is us. It's just a virus that we know next to nothing about.
The scarab is waiting for us right over there.
WASD keys move you, as per usual. You can tab to select different characters. Yeah, same. Enemy icons above your action bar show all spotted enemies. Red icon shows the enemy in direct line of sight of the selected soldier. Select your soldier on the soldier or press tab. And move your soldiers by clicking and hitting move, obviously. Inside of the blue area, it means you can move and can take other actions. Inside of the yellow area, it means that you can only do movement. Something else that's interesting about this game that I'll show you as soon as it gives me an opportunity is two different fire modes. First, you have the standard fire mode, which I just used. Second, you have a free aim mode, which really gives you an interesting dynamic. It lets you pick parts of the enemy to shoot specifically. And in any instance that matters, you want to free aim your aim points. You can aim at any given part of these enemies. And there are any number of times when, you want to aim at like a pincher, or aim at a leg, aim at a weapon even sometimes. When that way there, you can remove that as a threat.
See better days, but we'll have to do. Jump inside.
All right, now we need to make our way up there. Cover system is same as always. Half cover, full cover, just like always. Oh goodness, honey, would you take care of those, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Just click out their names. Goodness, we're quite a few. I'll help. Thank you. Oh shit. Very good. Nice. Thank you, dear. Alright, now we are going to move this guy right here. I'm actually going to put him in a spot where there is no cover, because it gives me an opportunity to actually shoot this goofball. You're out of action points. Do you want to end your turn? Yeah, that's kind of what you do when you're out of action points. These little suckers have got movement points forever. Horrible. All aliens and spotted enemies will appear as icons above the action bar. You can hover or click over these icons to target a specific character.
Smells like trouble.
You can also tab to switch characters that you're aiming at.
Enemy down.
No. And then we're going to continue our push toward the vehicle over here.
Idiot.
There we go. Welcome in, everyone. Glad you guys could make it. How's everybody's day been?
I need an angle. Pretty sure that was a kill.
Right, that should put us out of here. This will give us the opportunity to get into the vehicle, which is where we need to be anyway, in order to end the mission. Deuces, we out. Yes, I did. It's we're kind of in the same household a little bit. Both of my soldiers ended up injured in that particular one. Typically, that would matter, but in this particular case, it doesn't. Just because they're the only two characters you have to use, so they're the only ones that you're going to be able to use. And they may heal them in between. I don't remember. You guys are going to have to let me know, how's the stream quality for you guys? Because I actually had to lower my settings a bit earlier today, just to make sure that the stream was getting out the way that it should. You know, that you guys are getting the best that I can give you, the best quality that, I can put out. Not only that, but it's possible, I just stress possible, that the wife and I will be able to stream together at the lowered resolution and bitrate. So, with luck, that will actually work. So this way you can get content from both of us.
After several hours of howling, the howling noises stopped, and then started to scare up. I did a quick survey around our position while Jacob talked to the AI. There was an abandoned government reclamation station nearby. These places are usually good for scavenging supplies and equipment, but they often attracted desperate gangs. The AI gave us the reason for our stop. An emergency rescue signal from another Phoenix operative. We had a location too, right in the middle of that station. The Scarab made it clear that we should attempt the rescue before continuing with our journey. Despite no sign of the news, our comrade was clearly under threat. The Scarab's missile launcher would prove very useful. We've got visual on the building. The Phoenix operatives should be close by. There are hostiles up ahead, so stay vigilant.
This time around, we actually get the opportunity to use the vehicle as as a member of the team. The soldiers have 4 action points, APs, to use for movement, shooting, and other actions in turn. These actions can be performed in any order. Alright, let's get ourselves moved up and see what we're working with. Overwatch is slightly different in this game than in other games as well. A soldier can spend 1 AP to move a number of tiles based on their speed. The 4 highlighted zones that show you how far a soldier could go for each AP spent on movement. Your operatives will always kneel next to low terrain and assume a low cover position, potentially blocking some incoming fire. Again, we want to free aim. Hey, TJ, what's going on, brother? Thank you for coming in, man. We were discussing with Gucci last night about Phoenix Point and Xcom, and that got me wanting to play, so here we are. Figured I would show off some of the features for this game. The Scarab is a heavily armored vehicle that can transport your soldiers. It is equipped with a powerful missile launcher. Select launch missiles from the action bar to learn about it. Yeah, about that. Unless they make me, I'm not going to do that. Not yet. Actually, going to use this movement to get all the way up here. Something else that's nice about the Scarab is you can actually use it for cover as well, so that makes it very, very nice in the long run. Typical armor. Your soldier is wearing armor, which reduces damage according to the armor value. Different body parts may have different armor values according to their various armor types, according to the various armor types worn by the soldier. Really? What 30 minutes? Alright. We have no shot from there. So, since our objective is up this way, which they don't actually point it out to you, but I played this a time or two, so I know where it is if it's up here. I'm going to go ahead and just keep moving. Get myself up there. And then I'm going to move on this guy, so that we can take him out eventually. Soldiers will stand behind walls and other tall obstacles to assume a high cover position. Soldier in a high cover may sidestep, shoot, and then go back into cover. Sidestepping does not cost action points, which is very, very nice. Here. And there's our objective. In order to get his attention and let him know that we are there, we need to be inside of that circle. You found the operative who sent the distress call. Friendly characters are marked with a white circle. Move a soldier inside this circle to recruit the character and take control over it. Now, that won't always be the case for missions where, let's say, you're rescuing a group of civilians. You do take control of them, but only to kind of get them out of the way. Right, we're going to go ahead and launch a missile with this goofball. To select the target point for the Scarab's missile blast, and press left click to launch. And any characters caught in the orange blast area will be injured, unless they have cover from terrain. Targeting is not precise. Missiles may land away from your desired target point, especially at long range. Yeah, these things are notoriously inaccurate. So try to keep your aim point away from your guys. Something else that's nice about the missiles is they will remove cover from the enemies. So that makes it kind of nice in a way. If you need a way to get an enemy out of cover, you can use grenades, You can use missiles in this case. Your squad has a new member. Omar is a heavy class soldier proficient in heavy weapons and armor. He can deal massive damage from short ranges and withstand attacks, making him the ideal frontline operative. So that's a bonus. Right, there are more guys up here.
I'll be right there.
We just need to kill off all the enemies, and we're golden. But before we do that, we have to find them. That's a different trick. Something else the Scarab is good for, it can run stuff over. It can actually clear its own paths. And just like everything else, it can discover enemies as well as everything else. Omar has heavy armor, but no weapon. The crate on top of the nearby tower might contain useful items. Move out of the building and use the jump jet ability to get to the crate. Jump jets are really, really nice. Let's see here. Let's find the crate. There it is. That's it. Oh. Okay, we need to move out here. Alright, tactical tip. Take cover. These hostiles are carrying firearms, so don't leave your soldiers in the open. Taking cover next to obscuring terrain will grant your operatives some protection from the bandits' fire. Lines drawn from the selected tile to a hostile unit indicate your soldier can shoot the enemy from there. Blue lines indicate the operative has enough AP to shoot them in the same turn. Yellow lines indicate the soldier has line of sight but not enough AP to attack this time. Always useful information. Alright, so not enough AP, so we are going to move there instead. Actually, we're going to move here. Here he comes to save the day. Now, here in just a moment, we're actually going to use our Scarab, and we're going to blast that cover right away from him. Now, you do have a limited number of uses for the Scarab, of course. It has ammo same as everything else. But it did, however, remove quite a good bit of armor, or cover from him, so it'll make everybody else's shot easier. Let's get ready further, so we'll pass to the next person. Good me. Oh, let's see here. We want to be in cover, but well, since he's not in cover, I suppose. Cover is great and everything, but it's not the be-all, end-all. There are times when not having cover is just fine. Shooting unarmored body parts is a good thing. Well, from your perspective, anyway. Now then, we need to do something. Heavy torso armor comes equipped with jetpacks, allowing soldiers to fly over obstacles and reach very high points. Scroll up and down to move the camera to reveal the highest level of the tower. Then jump jet. The jump jet ability uses 3 AP. So we scroll up in order to make sure that we can get up here.
Yes.
These are really kind of cool. Now then, crates usually contain useful items. Move the big gun and autocannon to the top ready item slot and pick up the ammo and medkit. Weapons and medkits can only be used if the soldiers are only be used if they're in the soldier's ready selection. There's that. We're gonna make sure that he's got plenty of ammo ready. Actually, no, we're gonna do that. I think. We'll put this in the backpack. Alright. The Tier 1 autocannon is a powerful heavy weapon with high damage but low accuracy. Firing it costs 3 action points. Use it to deal with nearby enemies. Oh, really? Okay. Your weapon is out of ammo. You'll need to use the reload action to fire it again. Reloading is only possible if you're carrying an ammo magazine of the correct type. Yeah. You have to make sure you've got the right ammo, otherwise it's not going to work. Reloading costs 1 AP if the ammo is in your backpack, and 0 AP if it's in your ready slot. Yep. R to reload. And we are out of action points. Some battlefields feature reinforcement points. New enemies will be arriving from this, so don't leave your soldiers exposed. Like I just did. It's very much bad idea. Alright, hopefully with any more luck, this will reveal our next enemy. Which it did not. Because they are jerks. Okay. Moving on up. But it should be one here, and I think one down here. Yeah, one down there. And they are on alerted status, which means they know we are here. Free aim. Looks like he is completely armored. So... yeah, that sucks. The armor ate up all of that. It is good for that sort of thing. There, yes. The nice little lines that that help you, tell where whether or not you've got a shot really comes in handy. I'll tell you what. We're going to move down this way with the Scarab and see if we can take out this guy. Because I'm not going to fire that close to my guys with those rockets. It's not going to happen. We'll give him an opportunity to shoot with the Scarab. That's fine. And let's see here. Oh. There. Now, again, these things are notoriously inaccurate. But when they hit, they will bust through even, the heaviest armor. So. And then we're going to pull back to make sure he can't shoot us back. Now comes the painful part, because I guarantee you he's going to wrap around and blast the heck out of that. Oh, wow. Shot the vehicle, which is cool. He can do that. That's fine with me. Oh, thank goodness. He didn't do much for damage. That's definitely a good thing. Alright, since the armor's been damaged a good bit, let's do some actual damage. And then we'll step back into cover. What do we have for availability to shoot here? Anything, everything? Definitely. The only one we're able to shoot at is this one down here. Fine. It's a bit of a long shot, but that's okay. We'll take it anyway. Again, we're going to empty arm, unarmored. And then step back so I can't shoot at us as easily. Rockets are cool. Step back. Game. Yeah, like I said, notoriously inaccurate. But, well,
Let's make this happen.
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Ready to rumble.
Well, this is gonna hurt. As expected, that hurt. Your soldier was hurt and now has a bleeding status effect. Take care of your bleeding soldiers. They will keep losing hit points every turn until healed with a med kit. Yeah. No. We're gonna move her first.
Need a better position.
No, we're gonna shoot. Now that the armor is not so much of a thing, makes it much easier to hit him and do damage. There we go, and that should be the mission.
Glad you found some gear, because you're gonna need it. Now you're part of my squad.
Now you're part of the squad. Alright, and that is, for the most part, the tutorial. There is one more tutorial mission. And something that's nice about this is any loot crates that are left on the field that you didn't get to, you're going to get those anyway. Now, loose items and stuff like that that enemy drop, you won't get those. You have to pick those up manually if you have the opportunity. And some enemies do drop stuff. So, it doesn't happen very often. Hey, Will, what's going on, brother? That's okay, man. I'm glad you are here, man. And believe me, work comes first, man. I do understand that. Yeah, and thank you for the follow earlier, Will. That's super cool, man. Put up with. Nah, man, it's always fun hanging out on your channel. You and TJ both. Speaking of which, Will, Bruce Thumbs, which I think you met him the other night. But TJ, this is Will, another really cool dude. Also another BattleTech player. So yeah.
If we were to advance on foot, we had to exercise extreme caution. Approaching the base, we heard gunshots. Jacob and Laura took positions by my side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand that.
Following Phoenix protocol, we readied our weapons. It is time to reclaim our home. Tread lightly. There are hostiles ahead. Let's get rid of them and clean up this mess.
Okay, enemies will take advantage of the tight corridors to ambush Phoenix operatives. Rotate the camera using Q and E to get a better view of the battlefield. I personally hate doing that. I mean, I will if I absolutely have to kind of thing, but I still hate doing it. Making sure there's no loot crates back here. Okay, so now we're moving up. It's time to be cautious, but not super cautious.
Target located.
Okay. Poison worms are small, but don't let their size deceive you. When close enough, they burst into a poison explosion, affecting nearby soldiers. It's best to deal with them from a distance or set a short-range overwatch cone and gun them down as they approach. In firefights in Phoenix Hawk use realistic bullet physics. Taking cover behind terrain will obscure parts of your soldiers, making them less exposed to enemy gunfire. Plan your positioning carefully, taking into account the size and shape of cover elements. First things first, we are going to see if we can shoot this thing and actually hit it. Yes. Good. Unfortunately, poison worms are relatively small, so they don't eat much. But they also they don't have a whole lot of hit points. So that's a bonus. Big time.
I'm going in.
Target located.
Okay, spotted enemy. Ah, they're a poison worm. Not enough AP to attack them. Okay, so we will switch. And that's it for our turn, for this turn. And there's somebody else down there, and we have no idea who it is. And we can hear somebody else in another section.
No visual, but I can hear commotion coming from the hangar. We must investigate.
Hostiles detected. Sound of gunshots suggests that an ally is under attack. Location beacons show the location of an unknown entity, enemy, neutral, or allied, in parts of the battlefield which can be heard but not seen. You should investigate. Really? What is it? All right. Waste things for waste. I'm going to move you up here. This cover position. And then we are going to overwatch you. Be careful not to place your soldiers inside the overwatch cone. They may get injured by friendly fire. Remember, fire that's coming in your direction is never friendly. I don't care what they call it. Pop out over here. You spotted another Phoenix operative. You move a soldier inside the white circle to recruit Arena to your squad. Oh, thank you. I'm busy right now. I want to shoot the enemies.
I'm going in.
Oh, there are no enemies. Well, that would make a lot more sense if there were enemies over there still. But she killed them all already because she is greedy.
Right. Greedy guts.
Yes, very much greedy guts. We're in loot crate. You've looted a cyber handgun, an effective backup weapon in case your main gun or one of your arms gets disabled. Sniper class soldiers like Arena are proficient with handguns, firing them with enhanced accuracy. Yeah, they still don't hit nothing. Let's see here. Where's my loot ball plug? I don't remember. Ah, there it is. Ammo for the handgun itself. More med kits. Alright. If the weight of the armor and equipment of soldiers are carrying is greater than their strength, they will suffer a movement penalty. Who cares? Because stuff.
It matters. Oh, we're encumbered. We've got a poison worm situation. Somebody get a med kit.
Oh no. What stuff is on fire this time around? This operative is poisoned. They lose hit points equal to the poison value each turn. The poison value will reduce by 10 each turn. Heavily armored soldiers such as Omar are better protected against poison attacks. Well, at least she's coming to us. Oh, goodness. What are you using? FedEx, UPS, something else? Arena is a sniper class operative, proficient with both sniper rifles and handguns. Ah. Snipers are excellent for disabling specific Pandoran body parts upon range. Yeah, that's always fun. Proprietary tracking software. Yeah, I can imagine that's probably super useful. Medkits are powerful tools that can restore hit points and remove status effect like bleeding and poison. 1. Move next to a friendly soldier. Select the use medkit action. Select target to heal. Oh, no, something. Which one's an arena? There we go. In which case, we may need to talk about developing some software together.
Steady, take Overwatch positions and wait for them to come.
If you're facing a difficult situation, remember you can save your game. Some risky moves will pay off, but others will be deadly. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's mostly game development stuff that I have, in mind. But well, software, right? My lie, I'll tell it any way I like. Yeah, some of them are even good ideas.
I'm repositioning.
Steam Dev was fun.
I'm glad one of us thinks so.
Yes, lots of ideas.
I've put up, I've ideas for games are no problem. Just knowing what the hell is possible, that's always a bit of a trick. So yeah. What up, Arbiter? Welcome to the stream, brother. We're playing something a bit different today. I call it Xcom Lite. It's actually Phoenix Point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's possible is limited mostly by technology. Imagination really is never never really in short supply. Now, skill levels, on the other hand, I honestly don't know about that. I have all the ideas in the world and absolutely no skill when it comes to developing anything. I've never even worked with a game engine of any kind. Wouldn't have the first clue. Now, you'll notice I'm keeping Omar away from that corner. Oh, yeah? What did you start playing today, Harv? Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things that's really nice about Unity. For that matter, if you can work in Unreal, you can do your entire game dev in Unreal. As long as you're not making money from it, they actually don't mind. Which I think is super cool. And I really like the look of Unreal. But Scarlet Nexus. I've heard of the game, but I've never really nice. I've never really messed with Scarlet Nexus. I haven't even really seen. I mean, I've heard the name. That's about as far as I've gotten. But yeah, people have said that Unreal is notoriously difficult to work in. So yeah, I even though I've occasionally wanted to pick up and learn about game engines and stuff like that, Unreal was one I never even considered.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the controls and stuff for it, and I looked at some of the stuff for like Unreal 5, which was really cool. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering too. Oh, these critters are not fun. Mind fraggers are dangerous creatures that will latch onto a soldier's head, mind controlling them. The best way to deal with a mind fragger is to set a short-range overwatch cone and shoot it down as it approaches, which I tried doing that, but it seems as though I wasted my overwatch on something else. Okay, first things first. Okay. We are going to overwatch the hell out of this area with everyone.
Nothing can have me.
Yeah, see to it. All right. This is a lot easier than XCOM as far as RNG does not screw you anywhere near as hard. The percentages on your shot, although a little more difficult to figure out, actually matter. So if it says, if you can find that you have a 70% shot to hit something, then you've got a 70% shot to actually hit it. It's not a 70% chance to shoot in a general direction. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say that that's why I call this game XCOM Lite, is because it's the same, basic concept for a game as XCOM, but it's not as hair-pulling. Yeah, it definitely is that. It's a lot more forgiving of mistakes. A lot more forgiving of tactical errors. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more than the few times that I've attempted XCOM. Ruh-roh. Hydrates, huh? Well, the only thing I got is soda, so just gonna have to be happy with that, because I certainly am. I think you're the first person to actually use channel points in here. Right? Oh, yeah, I think I told you in Discord, the wife and I picked up Vermintide earlier. Yeah, I know, right? We haven't had an opportunity to check it out yet, but I really, really want to. I should probably have been streaming that just because it really is a very fun, very interactive game, and it would have given you an opportunity to get a little get back for. No, not yet. I haven't, but I do want to. Yeah, and Beck hasn't played it either. Yeah, no, she was in the middle of downloading games and stuff earlier, and so that severely limited our bandwidth. I actually did a speed test while everything was downloading and stuff. Oh my lord, that was hilarious. We ended up with what was it, 3.77 download speed and a non-existent upload speed. Great internet we've got, right? Oh my lord. But it was funny though, so. Yeah, which is why, you know, it was a good thing that we weren't actually trying to do anything online. Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, that's kind of what you get for the base with Spectrum. I did call them yesterday about the possibility of upgrading to slightly faster internet, and we're looking at it. See what all we'd have to do in order to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And see, I mean, that's the kind of thing that
The door's shut.
that
So
should
use those
be
ladders.
a thing,
Go, go, go!
especially for the price that they charge. You know, for internet around here. But not gonna happen anytime soon.
I don't care about it.
Yeah, they honestly, Spectrum honestly does not care about customer service or, you know, repeat business, any of that stuff. They know all too well you have no other options.
Stuff sucks.
Yeah, the only other options that you would have for possibly getting online is the satellite services, and yeah, we all know the problems inherent in that. Every time the wind blows, there goes your internet connection.
Let's go.
So yeah, I just soon not have to deal with that crap. Alright. I can't even take all of it. What the heck? Too much stuffs.
Better have somebody else carry it.
Yes, I know. Assuming we can get somebody up there with enough actual AP to get stuff out of the box. Come on, man. What's in the box? Great movie, 7. That's the one drawback about, yeah, we've got, Spectrum. Spectrum. Yep. Now, see, when we lived down in Ohio, we lived in Columbus itself. So I mean, you had all kinds of options there. You know, you had Comcast, and Spectrum was just a subsidiary. Wow.
Are you not able to talk today?
Subsidiary
There you go.
of Comcast. But there was also Time Warner, there was HughesNet, there were several options that you could choose from as far as internet providers. So yeah, I mean, having options is always a good thing. Here. No, it won't let me get anything out of the box anymore.
Well, that sucks.
I know. They're being stingy. They don't want me to have the stuffs.
They expect you to use the stuff you got.
Well, I am using the stuffs I've got. I just want more stuffs.
Well, you can't carry no more stuffs.
I know, but I like stuffs.
You know, but you can't carry no more stuffs.
Well, that's just stuffs and bother.
That person in here.
It vary. That's because she is, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, time to sink down to the floor. Where we will then go over here.
Somebody bash that thing off his face.
Yeah, I'm trying, but stop. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I imagine not. Yeah, Comcast loves having it to where, you don't have options. Play close. Yeah, there are a couple of options here, but it's not very many, and they certainly aren't good options. Fine, be that way. Where are you aiming, man? Take that. Got it. Yeah. That thing has been holding us in pretty good stead for certain. Alright, we're going to see what we can do about taking out that arm before he gets here. That way he can't hurt us no more. Omar, shoot for the torso, bud. Omar, his aim is poor, bad. Get to him.
Hit the guy.
I know. That's why I said his aim is horrible. Side. We're almost done with this particular mission. I think he's the last one we gotta kill. I think. He's about to move out there anyway. Oh no, there's one more behind. Oh, you jerk! Why did you go down there? God, how rude. You too! Fine, be that way. You step out here into the light. And shoot him up. I wanted to go. Out of ammo. Reload. See? You see what I mean? No, TJ. No such thing as overkill. Just fire and reload. There we go. Nice.
Phoenix,
Welcome.
And this is actually the base that we're going to be in. Now this, just like in XCOM, excuse me one second. Just like in XCOM, this base is upgradable. So yeah, I think it's an older game. It's sometime right around I think it's just before XCOM 2 came out, is when this game came out. So they were it's kind of a variation on a theme in this particular case.
the reclamation of Phoenix Point was just the first step on our path ahead. A desperate fight
It's
against an overwhelming foe.
Yeah, it's still, you're fighting basically aliens.
But
But storyline is just a bit worse.
then so could we.
They haven't stolen quite as much from
Our leaders are somewhere out there. We had to
Mass
establish contact, no matter the cost.
Oh, yes. And now the story really begins. The intro to the game is really interesting. I think maybe I'll do a YouTube video on the intro and toss it on my channel for later. Let you guys get an opportunity to see the intro for it. The intro gives you a bit more of the backstory and you know how you got to the point you're at now, type of thing. And surprisingly enough, the backstory is actually relevant to the game itself. I know with a lot of games, backstory is just filler kind of thing, but in this particular instance, it's definitely pertinent to what you're doing and why you're doing it.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th,
They're going to give you some of it now.
The Second War to end all wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operated.
Thank you very much, TJ. Thank you very much for dropping your Bezos bucks here. It's greatly, greatly appreciated.
But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies.
Welcome to the family, sir. We will be getting sub badges at some point. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use for that yet. Possibly the channel logo, just in small form. But yeah, we'll be getting that lined up before too much longer.
When people started
Yeah, the sub and the confidence is greatly appreciated, sir.
and when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, hated, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, and then faster and faster. Three factions rose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sinedrin, hoping to build a world without
Sweetheart, see if you can figure out the shout
and the
outs.
disciples of Adam.
And
Syncretic attention, dedicated adaptation, and
Will has
biology.
that link. If not, just type in the
each other. These
channel.
factions cannot find a way forward. That my mist is returning, and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time
Yeah, I know
to rise from the ashes.
Yeah, I may not have it set up properly. I forgot to check that out. The geoscape shows the world in all locations and sites of interest. In the beginning, all you know about is your base, Phoenix Point. Geoscape controls. Move the globe, hold down left click and drag. Zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Select the bases button with left click. Kind of self-explanatory, that is. So since the only thing we know about is our base, we're going to need to go in here, get some of the instructions from here. Your base is your stronghold containing all facilities as well as vital resources, such as food, materials, and tech. I'll tell you what, man, trying to balance all of those materials while you're playing the game is a nightmare. Phoenix Point is in bad shape. You need to repair your vehicle bay before you can launch your Manicore aircraft, and it will take some time. Start repairing your vehicle bay, left click on the repair facility button, then return to the geoscape and advance the timeline. So, repair the facility. It'll cost us 40 resources and 40 resources and 5 building materials. 510. Okay. In this one here, we still need access lifts, unlike with Xcom 2, where you don't seem to need the access lift. Time under normal circumstances moves kind of slowly, but you can speed it up, slow it down as you need to. Before you send out your squad to explore, you should equip your soldiers and then level them up. Select the personnel button. Yeah, leveling is definitely very much different in comparison with everything else. Edit unit. You can equip your soldiers with new weapons, armor, and other items by dragging available equipment from the stores onto the appropriate slots of the inventory. You can instantly equip or produce items in ready slots using the plus ammo and plus item buttons. The armor section shows the armor the soldier is wearing for legs, body, and head. The mounts section is used for special equipment that can only be attached to corresponding armor pieces. Yep. Soldiers can increase strength, willpower, and speed, as well as acquire new abilities by spending skill points. If a soldier has used all personal skill points, they can use the Phoenix skill points, which are common for everybody. Soldiers can only acquire abilities for their current level or lower. Upon reaching level 4, each soldier has the option to specialize in an additional class. The second row of abilities represent personal aptitudes the soldier is born with. Once you've adjusted your soldier's stats and abilities, go back to the geoscape view. This is where things start getting fun. All your stuff over here, all your skills and abilities, they explain in pretty good detail what they all are, and what they don't necessarily explain what they mean for your character. So, personally, I like to get their speed up as much as I can. It determines how far you can move, for one thing. And it also determines like how many action points and stuff you get, which is always helpful. Dash. This is an ability that's a must-have for this character. It uses your willpower points to perform the skill. But all attacks that damage the target also inflict 1 viral damage per bullet that hits. Yes, please. Okay, we can then move on to the next character, who also has dash. Yes, please. And farsighted. Additional +2 to willpower and 10 perception range. Which means we can now spot enemies from further away. Let's see here. We can't really add anything to their stats, because we used it for the other guy. Resourceful can carry +2. No, can carry bonus weight, +2 strength. Okay, sure. Why not, right? Let's see who else we've got here. That's it, I believe, for those who are... You can also, of course, customize your character. Customizing your character, you can rename them, you can change their colors on everything, including their weapon, the whole shot. It's fun for, in this particular instance, doing things like, where's our... There it is. Customize. Okay, maybe you can't... Ah, there we are. Doing things like that. Yeah, this one here is really, really a good game. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't think there's a multiplayer function, which kind of sucks. You know, it makes it to where, you know, single-player games are single-player games. I mean, they're fun, but you really want an opportunity to play games with other people, with friends, with community members. So yeah, I mean, it's a single-player experience. But as far as single-player experiences go, and especially turn-based tactical games, this is one of the better ones I found. Just because, again, RNG does not screw you very hard. The Manticore is your aircraft for transporting soldiers and exploring the world. The aircraft's crew is shown in the aircraft bar in the bottom of the screen, using their soldier class icons. Send your Manticore to the unexplored site, left-clicking on the location, then select Move from the action menu. Initially, all sites on the geoscape are unexplored, marked with a question mark. You need at least one soldier on board an aircraft in order to explore. Exploration takes time, and you may get ambushed, so be on your guard. Explore the site. Left click on the site to show the site menu and select Explore. Okay, explode. Explode! Fine. Take as many items from the crates as you can safely manage and evacuate your squad. Enemy reinforcements will arrive continuously from areas marked with this symbol. Okay. This gives you an opportunity to see, to decide who all is going on this mission. Everybody at the moment is in the plane, so we don't have to worry about that. Why were you giving? Oh, okay. Let's see here. We need to replenish your item or your ammo. Oh, it's not that. Right. Well, we'll give you an extra ammo and give you a med kit. Yeah, there's that. You have everything you need. Still, you don't have pistol ammo, which and you're going to be carrying a medkit too. Everyone gets one. You want to make sure they have at least one ammo container on them. Some folks, you may even want to toss in a grenade or several. Just in case. We're going to give him 2 sets of ammo, considering he misses so very, very often. Let's see here. Everybody that can carry one is going to carry a grenade as well. You've already got one. Okay. Let's test this out now. Alright, I think that is pretty much everyone. Yep. Alright. Deploy squad. You can carry, I think it's a maximum of 6 spots in your mana core. So you can have 6 soldiers, or if you decide to take the vehicle, because you can bring the Scarab along, but you have to build one first. And that takes a long time to build one. But once you build it, you can take that with you, but that burns up 3 slots in your plane. So you're deploying basically a half squad. It's kind of rough when you go into a mission, and the Scarab really does not make up for 3 soldiers. So your best bet in that particular case is to kind of wait until you have 2 planes going. You can build more than 1 plane. Wait until you have 2 planes going, get them both going in the same spot, and then deploy your squad from there. It gives you an opportunity to bring in more than 1 soldier, or more than 1 set of soldiers, as well as the vehicle. I think the maximum you can have
valuable materials
in any given mission is like 8.
This place will be crawling with mutants any minute now.
Phoenix Point uses a damage prediction system. 100% of your shots will land within the outer circle. 50% of the shots will land within the inner circle. The closer the enemy and the more accurate the weapon, the more shots will land in the desired targeted area. So, we need to find out where all the crates are. There's 1. We need to get there when we're done. Let's see here. Or we can go there, either one. There's another crate there. Now, the enemy will begin attacking crates soon, TM. So, yeah, we need to kind of shake a leg in order to get where we need to be.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
And collect as much stuff as we can. Okay, enemy over there, over the side. That's one of the things that's really nice about this game as opposed to XCOM. It doesn't let you finish your movement and then tell you, hey, there's an enemy over there. It'll tell you in the middle of your movement, hey, there's an enemy over there. So you can decide to change your movement based on the information you've got mid-movement, which is really, really super handy. Like you said, a lot more forgiving of mistakes. Alright, can we get to it? No, we can't get to it. Find you that way.
Like the wind.
Yeah, if you're in the process of making a move that is, it's going to be a dumb move, but you don't know that yet, it gives you an opportunity to kind of pull back, wait a minute, that kind of thing, before you actually finish the movement, and royally screw yourself. Okay, can't get up there, fine, be that way. But this is the first opportunity we have to actually take a shot. We're not going to do it, though. We're going to wait. Because those things. A mist sentinel just started spreading viral mist around itself. Phoenix operatives who enter the mist will lose will points, and enemies will be alerted to their position. Pandorans who enter the mist will recover will points. The mist won't dissipate and can be removed only with fire and explosive weapons. So, don't go into the mist. Although there are some times and some missions where you don't have any other choice. Okay. Now that we are here and we've got everybody in position, basically, we're going to see what we can do about killing those things. Free aim. He's moving on up. Here's our heavy. And that hurt it. This character is dazed. It will have only 1 AP and 50% accuracy for 1 turn. Then return to normal. Soldiers get dazed when they take a lot of shock damage from melee attacks or heavy weapons. So, we knocked it stupid. Since that is going to be a thing, we're going to have to move over here. Man, I'll tell you what, snipers cannot move for nothing. Which you'd think they would be able to. One down. Oh. Let's go. Get behind a rock, big dummy. Run, big dummy. Alright, let's see what else we've got going. We've got the other one. Okay. That'll work. Yes. Alright. One of our 2 snipers here. I think. Ooh, almost. That sucks. And that is everyone. More mist. Yummy. You jerk. Yeah, you think you're trying to sneak up on me. Oh, no, you don't. You too! Unfortunately, I think we've got enough guys to cover this, so we'll be okay. These guys are both just melee, so as long as we can get to them in something resembling a timely manner, we should be okay. I think he has enough room in inventory to pick the stuff that's in the box. This crate contains resource packs. If it is carried out of the battlefield by an evacuation zone, the resources will be added to your general resources. Resources are vital to the success of the Phoenix Project, as they are used for building structures, manufacturing equipment, and recruiting new soldiers. Yes, please. Thank you. Alright. Oh, yeah. And now you don't have enough action points to do anything. So there's that. I do need those. We'll go ahead and kill that thing first. I think. There it goes. Good. He actually hit. What do you know? Alright. Next, we will kill the other one. Right into its head, melon. Alright. This character's body part took damage and is now disabled. Disabled body parts negatively affect the unit's ability to use weapons and abilities. Disabled body parts can't be restored, but the bleeding status effect they cause and lost hit points can be healed with a med kit. We disabled his head. I'm still wondering exactly how that works.
It looks like his arm.
Because I have a feeling that disabling his head would probably be very much bad for him. So, yeah. I have a feeling that probably would have been the case in the first place. When a character's will points drop to 0, they become panicked. Panicked characters will automatically move to find cover and end their turn. You move down there, and we'll take care of that goofball. Flame! Got him. Just a little bit. Right. Well, since he has panicked, and he's going to find cover as soon as he can, we're going to move out into the open and see if we can't finish him off. Because I don't like his face.
Well, I don't like your face sometimes.
I don't like your face either.
Yes, you do. You love my face.
Because you got a face.
Duh.
And there goes the splitting status effect. These reinforcement points will keep spawning enemies indefinitely. You don't need to collect all the resources to complete your objective. Grab what you can and evacuate your soldiers before you get overrun. Yeah, I'll get right on that. You've encountered a new enemy, the Tryon. Be on your guard. These cunning monsters will skulk around the battlefield, seizing any opportunity to flank you. Yeah, they also seize any opportunity to grab you. So, once you've gathered all the loot you can manage, evacuate all your soldiers from the battlefield via an evacuation zone. You don't have to get everything, so don't take unnecessary risks. You're right, we don't have to get everything, but we need to get some things.
They're very handsy. So they're very handsy.
Yes, they are. Very, very handy. Which is not the same thing as being very handy.
No, it's not.
Oh, he's a long way off. We're going to try for a body shot. That's much better. Right then, let's see here. We need to get up over there. Where we need to get to. Up in that corner. The reason we need to get up into that corner is so that we can collect. I think there are 2 loot crates up over there. Which, my loots! Yeah, we can. Good. Alright, for the specs. Head melon. Yeah, let's. Yeah, there we go. I just like shooting that close to his cover, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Yeah, we definitely do not want him standing right there. Right on top of a reinforcement point. That could be bad. So we're gonna try to move him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one I was moving now. And I believe that is all of everyone that can, will, or should move. Alright. Now we'll see what he's going to do, and where the next batch of reinforcements are going to come from. Something that really sucks with these Trions is they can actually disappear on you. They have a kind of a stealth function. Well, where did you come from? You jerk? I didn't see you. That jerk right there, he was hiding. Are they allowed to do that? I don't think they're allowed to do that. No, they're not. They are not allowed to do that. Yeah. This shot is super risky. And the reason therefore is because, well, you may see in just a second. No, you didn't, which is cool. But yeah, it's entirely possible to hit your own guys with shots. So you really got to be careful about that. Yeah, not fun doing stuff like that. Fine. Huh. Looks like yet another enemy spotted. Fine. Be that way. Not control it. You can also control the width of the cone for your Overwatch, which is really kind of nice. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of keep an eye on a broader area or a narrower one, based entirely on what you need at the time. So that's definitely a good thing. Let's see about doing this. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Oh, that's not this one, I guess. Right on out. Bring that just out over this way. So there, that turkey moves. Get to that guy over there. Yes, we can. I knew you could. Pretty aim right in the leg. There we go. He's all but done for. And with any amount of luck, an Overwatch should take care of it next turn. We're going to move into full cover over here. Wasting the turn, but, well, sometimes. It just bees like that. Well, sometimes it bees like that more than you want it to. And that is, I believe, everyone. Why don't you grow it?
Grow what you so want to.
Not you. The other goofball. Okay, that thing has got to die. So we're gonna, if we have the opportunity, kill it with fire. Just because, I don't like them. They're funny and their mama dresses them ugly. that. We get up there. Which will hopefully, you know, really? Really? That's what you went with? Oh, for crying out loud. And welcome back, Will. I saw he was able to shoot somebody. Who did you shoot at?
Shooting at me. Shooting at Will. Stop it.
Well, I mean, his name is Fire at Will.
What did you do you?
I don't know. Right? I feel you, brother. There are any number of days that are like that for just about everybody, I think. Oh, crying out loud. You know, as much as I want to. Let's as much as we can. Encompass the entire building, and then do that.
Nothing's getting past me.
Nothing's getting past you. Yep, you're a bright one. Widen that out as much as we can. And yes, I know it's dangerous with him being in the building.
I'll keep
Bill,
both eyes
you pays your money, you takes your chances.
heading out.
Alright, and you get up top at all. No, you cannot. You are a jerk. Okay, fine. What we're going to do is we're going to set up for next turn. Oh, jerk. Why do you have to keep showing up? I'm busy doing stuff. Can't you see that? And triggered the overwatch. Yes. She means me. That's what she means. She means me. She means that I drive her to drink. That's what she's trying to say.
No.
She's just being nice about it. Will point zones represent the areas of the battlefield with strategic advantage. Entering a will point zone. Will, why are you pointing at zones on me? I know you were in the game.
Trying to fire it.
Well,
So mean.
maybe he's pointing out spots to shoot at him from. I don't know. Entering a will point zone with one of your operatives will restore will points to your entire squad. Right? Keep in mind that will points cannot exceed a soldier's maximum willpower. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Once activated, will point zones disappear and cannot be used again. That's okay. We don't need them to. Alright, so now we need to come back this way, since they want to be jerks about everything, and start bringing people in from all over the place, and we get to have him miss this guy. We'll shoot at the head. We're going to hit everything around him, but we'll shoot at the head.
This weapon must be enough kills.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the weapon. Sure, blame the weapon. Yeah, exactly. It makes it a lot of fun. That's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, that rock behind him won't be talking smack no more. You think? Go for a torso shot. And look at that, that actually works. I imagine it probably. I imagine it had significance other than just the puns that are able to be made. Ah, there we go. We can actually shoot them. Aha. Ah, nice. Hey, I love Ren fairs. You know, I'm sure you hear that all the time, but I really do. I never, I was never of a mind really to join one, but I do like being there. I like the atmosphere. Yeah, yep.
We're going in.
Yeah, for some reason or other, I don't, yeah. Oh yeah, good lord, the after parties are crazy. Those performers, man, I'll tell you what, when they finally decide they're gonna let their hair down, oh my goodness. They've, uh, they've been pent up all day, not being able to do what they want, sticking to a script, having to act the whole shot, and then you give them 5 minutes to themselves and hold the phone. Nice. Yep. I bet that had to been quite the storytelling experience, I'm sure. Yeah, I can't move quite far enough to be able to shoot.
I'm inside that building.
Yes, I know, and I'm trying to be able to get an angle on him, but it doesn't look likely. You know what? I'm going to actually make them come to me.
Here I go.
So, oh, I imagine so. Yeah, that had to have been quite amusing. We're going to shorten it up a bit. Okay. Since I can't get there any other way, we will do that. Just like we're going to go over here. And Overwatch down this way. Just like so. Out of ammo? What are you doing out of ammo? Stop that.
Switching.
That's supposed to be out of ammo. Alright, now that that's been dealt with, now we can go over here and climb the building, because I know there's another one up top somewhere, I think. Oh no, there's one behind it, that's right. Yeah, there's one around here somewhere. And now if we can just get there without getting ourselves the dead. Because collecting the dead from missions is not a good thing. We try to avoid collecting the dead.
Nothing will get past me.
Nothing will get past you. Yeah, it's because you're a bright one.
Going out?
See if we can do this without triggering the rest of them, shall we? There. I'm going to cover that window to be sure. Alright. Now we'll see whether or not he's going to do what I think he's going to and climb out that window. Kinda like that. Take that, you jerk. See what you get for sneaking up on somebody? I give to you the raspberries.
Yes. Let's go.
Unfortunately, this one is full, I think, and can't take anything. But what we're going to do is replace some stuff. Oh. Yeah, joik. Yeah, I know now. I think there's one more over here, isn't there? I think. Actually, I don't believe there is anymore. Okay, fine, do that way. If it is, it doesn't move last. So, now we're going to have to start making our way toward one of the evac zones, because I'm not sticking around here. We've done everything we can, everything we came to do, so now it is time to split. Hmm?
I like this in.
Well, I mean, there's one down over here, but And there's, I think the one that we're closest to is over here.
Like the wind.
Or the one that most of us are closest to anyway is over here. On this side.
Okay.
I think. I could be mistaken about that. It's been known to happen from time to time. Hell, there's even been once or twice. I've actually been wrong. But only once or twice. Daily.
I'm not even wrong.
Moving in quick.
An hour. Okay. Ah. Mm-hmm. I'm blaming you.
Hey,
Yes.
why are you blaming me? I didn't do it.
I didn't say you did. I said I'm blaming you. I didn't say it was your fault.
It's not what you think.
No. That's a reinforcement point. That's for the enemies. Okay. You... right over here,
Moving to position.
where you are going to overwatch down this way. I want to make sure that that guy doesn't move anywhere. We don't want him to.
I got this covered.
Even though he's going to. I know he's going to. He's a jerk like
Let's do this.
that. Perfect key for an Overwatch key. Fly.
They're not getting past me.
Of course not. Because you're a brave soldier.
Taking point.
It's... You always have to make sure that your guys are not in the Overwatch cone, if it's at all possible. Because, like I've said before, you actually can shoot your own guys. And as funny as it is to see, it really sucks for gameplay. We'll try to collect that box on the way out. You're out of here. Hopefully that does not have been missed. It does not. By the look of it, good. Run as fast as you can so you make it to where you can't catch it because you're gingerbread man. Stuff. And stuff, it gets them every time. Oh, you jerk. There's got to be a way to pick that stuff up. You know, from more than one character. I really don't want to run through the mist, so we're going to come up this way instead. I don't know if you you caught the explanation they gave for the mist earlier, Will, but it actually starts draining will points from you. And your will points determine your panic level, all that fun stuff. Okay. Boy, he's fast. I'm just hoping that he's not fast enough. Not gonna move there, we're gonna move. Extract zone's there. Here. Move it. You like to move it. You want to move it. You need to move it. What did I say? I said move it. Far over the misty mountain.
Already there.
Sounds stuck in your head.
Yep, pretty much. On the off chance you guys haven't heard of it, if you're looking for some cool music, to check out. You could certainly do worse than the voice play. Oh, nothing. I was saying I didn't know if you had caught the explanation that they had for the mist and the mist generators earlier, and explaining what it was they did. The mist generators, the mist sentinels, they actually will sap your characters of will points, which will points are. Damn it! I just got tarked. You've got to be kidding me! Wow. Now I know how everybody else feels when I do it. Wow. Okay, that's okay. That was a good one. I'll give you that. That was quite nice. Yeah. Back to what I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself. They sap your character's will points, which will increase your panic level after a while. Panic levels in this game are not a good or friendly thing. It'll cause your characters to run completely wild, finding the closest cover they can get, and if you are exceedingly lucky, they will shoot at whatever they happen to find. If you're not exceedingly lucky, they will simply sit there and hunker down, doing absolutely nothing. Which is never good. You haven't croaked yet? Okay, that's the end of it. And here he comes, trying to come in and bash everybody. Yep, you've got one chance there, buddy. Make it good. One of your arms is disabled. Yeah, it's a battle morale system, exactly. But your will points also can be useful for certain types of actions. Like one of the characters, or a couple of the characters in here, have a skill called Dash that will allow you to run up and then take your normal movements. Doing that requires will points in order to do that. So, yeah. Yep. Let's see here. You won't be able to use two-handed weapons for the rest of the mission. You can still use handguns, grenades, and medkits. If you don't have a backup weapon, get one from a nearby crate or an out. Well, it's not going to matter here in a minute. So. Okay, you over here. Oh. And now you can evacuate, since everybody else will be able to go too. Hey there, buddy. Sorry you ran all the way over here for nothing, but, well, not really. We'll fix your bleeding status back at the base. How's that?
Easy enough. Easy enough.
And we are out of here. And that would be the mission. Okay. We have two that are injured, so they'll be out for a little while. It'll give us a status as to how long they're going to be out for once we get back to the base. We collected 407 resources. Not great, but certainly could have been worse. All in all, not a bad mission. I've seen people come in here and absolutely wipe on a mission like this, where they just keep throwing enemies at you because they get greedy or because they just get in a bad position or whatever else. And of course, because I am not a very proficient gamer, certainly not a turn-based tactically proficient player, I am playing on an easy difficulty. The difficulty, of course, will scale as you increase it. And it doesn't get linear harder. I think it gets exponentially harder. So if you decide to do a playthrough of this, which, truth be told, if you like turn-based games, turn-based tactical games, I recommend this one. Most certainly. Then, yeah, advisory on difficulty level. On completing a mission, all gathered items and resources are added to your overall supplies. Soldiers get fatigued during battle, losing 1 stamina point per turn, max 10 per battle. When stamina falls below 20%, a soldier will suffer an action point penalty in the next battle. Yeah, absolutely. And Battletech is a great starting point. Yeah, this one here is really a lot of fun, especially if you like XCOM. This game here is so much easier than XCOM as far as the actual tactics involved, because you don't get screwed by RNG anywhere near as hard. Yeah, and that's tough, I know. I mean, there are several games that if you come back to the channel, we'll be exploring this one a bit. I actually have another game that I was considering playing tonight that I think you may really, really enjoy. Yeah. XCOM is notorious for its RNG. That's the point of the game, is if you are not tactically perfect in XCOM, one slight mistake, and XCOM will bite you, and bite you hard. Phoenix Point is a little more forgiving when it comes to stuff, so that's why I call it XCOM Light. And yeah, the other turn-based game that I was going to play tonight is a game called Expeditions Viking. I haven't played very far into it. I keep getting, not necessarily bored with it, I guess. It's just, the story, figuring out what to do next can be kind of tough. So, I get kind of lost in it. But, if you guys are there to help, then it might not be so bad. We're going to check our personnel, see if we have any levels, which we don't. But, okay, if stamina points are down, we're going to have to recover those. The story is interesting. You are from a Scandinavian clan. Your father was the House Carl. No, it's historical based. I don't believe there are any. I don't believe there are many, if any, fantasy elements to it. So yeah, it's really an interesting game, and your father passes away, and you have to take over the clan, and there are some that aren't real thrilled with the idea. Yeah, exactly. And your father, considering he concentrated more on Viking, on raiding, and piracy, and going to other lands to try to collect more wealth, kind of neglected the homestead. So the settlement is falling into disrepair. You have to try to catch everything back up, build confidence in your people, in your leadership, build confidence in the other clans that surround you in your leadership, as well as trying to gather resources and whatnot from outside of the clan. So it's kind of involved. Yeah, so I mean it really could be a lot of fun. So yeah, I think I may actually concentrate on that one for a while. I just wanted to kind of showcase this one. since you know, we were kind of discussing it last night in Guccifer's channel, which is a friend of TJ's, Bruce Thumbs, and we were discussing this game there. It's not necessarily base building either. It is, but it isn't. It's kind of it takes kind of a MOBA approach to building a base. You decide what buildings need to be there, or what buildings need to be upgraded. Right. Yeah, this one is a lot of fun, and this one also has base building elements as well. Let's see here. You can do research. Research projects are critical for improving your capabilities and winning the game. To speed up research, build more research labs. Research requires time, so make sure the time is advancing in the geoscape. Research atmospheric analytics. Okay, so we add that to our, and you can also actually do a research queue. Same way with a production queue. You can do those as well. Your base. These empty blocks right here, when you have the opportunity, you can actually click on those and build specific things in there. You can build manufacturing plants, medical bays, more living quarters for your guys, you know, stuff like that. All of which has to be accessible through an access lift. So having this, you know, having an access lift in there somewhere is necessary. And it has to reach all the levels that you want to reach. So yeah, all of which are taken up by your power, and your available power is here through your energy generator. So yeah, again, kind of a MOBA approach to base building, but certainly adds an interesting dynamic to the game. Back to the geoscape, where we're going to advance the timeline a bit and let our characters heal up. We'll at least let the atmospheric analysis run.
Research complete.
Alright. Reprogramming of our satellite systems has revealed the extent of the new mist outbreak. The origin sites are in coastal sea regions, as in the previous two incursions, but the activity level seems higher, posing a serious threat to remaining life on Earth. Havens caught within the mist will be at risk of attack, so we should explore mist-covered regions thoroughly and defend any havens trapped within them. Our geoscape monitoring systems have been updating with current mist coverage. There is also a diplomacy aspect of this game. There are three other factions besides your own, all of which have their own goals. Some of them align with yours, some of them don't. And it's you build up a reputation system. If you reach certain reputation levels within a given faction, they will share research with you, they'll share personnel with you, share intel, all of this stuff, which is really, really very nice. So yeah, it can be a lot of fun. It's pretty involved, pretty in-depth. The mist represents the progression of the Pandora virus as it spreads throughout the globe. The Pandoran mutations will attempt to build colonies on areas of lands covered by the mist, which will then attack nearby havens. To meet this threat, you will need to produce equipment. Select the manufacturing button. Okay. Weapons, vehicles, and armor are manufactured by fabrication plants. Provided the required research has been developed and there are enough resources available. Items take varying amounts of time to produce. To speed up the process, build more fabrication plants. Manufacture a medkit. Okay, done. Now back to what I was doing for. So really interrupting myself. Research. No, there's no more research available. It said there was a functioning satellite uplink in a base will now begin to scan for sites around it, expanding its search area over time. Yes, exactly. You must construct additional pylons. Sites will be revealed with question symbol, and use your aircraft to explore them and find out what they are. Contact exploration. When you reveal a haven, a number of other sites nearby will be located. The number of sites revealed this way depends on how large and important the haven is, and it will tend to locate other havens belonging to the same faction. Some general exploration sites will also be located this way. Congratulations for completing the tutorial. Oh, damn time. From here on, it is up to you. Uh-oh. Phoenix Point is a game about making hard choices. You will have to use your limited resources strategically and carefully pick your battles. You will not be able to take every mission, save every haven, or gather every resource. Instead, you must decide which losses you are willing to bear and which cannot be accepted, and then act accordingly. If you try to do everything, you are likely to fail. Think strategically, however, and you will succeed. Good luck. Now let's find out what happened to the Phoenix Project. Research the Phoenix artifacts. I don't want to research the Phoenix archives.
Maybe you need to.
Well, but I don't want to. That's what I have to say about it. That's what I have to say about that. Okay, we'll do the, actually, yeah, we'll do the Phoenix archives. We're actually going to do human recruitment protocols first. No, you're doing fine, man. I would say, you know, you're doing quite well. Learning the ins and outs of that game. Oops, wrong one. Not you yet. You first, then you. Yeah, but you're just starting here. Exactly, that's what I said. Learning the ins and outs of that game, it kind of takes a knowledge of lore that, you know, I don't know if you've really explored yet. Right, right, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, builds and stuff like that, a lot of times building out a mech is a matter of personal choice. There are some that are optimized, yes. There are some that just work, there are some weapons that just work better for you. So, you know, whatever works for you works. Regardless of what anybody else has to say, as long as it works for you, then it works. Yeah, getting into the lore really helps you as far as building out your mechs, deciding where to go, what to do, what contracts to take, which ones not to. You know, that helps a lot. At least that's been my experience. Because you understand the vehicles, and you understand the terrain types and how they affect the mechs, and the vehicles, and how they affect fire, and the whole shot. So,
He said book.
yeah. The books, yeah. Aiden Pride, wow. There's a real piece of work in it. If you want a more inner sphere-centric character, check out a book called The Main Event. That one there was a good one. That one there is about Jeremiah Rose and the foundation of the Blackthorns. And really a good book. But I am thinking, which is never a good thing. Right. I am thinking that this might actually be it for tonight. Guys, I want to thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. TJ, thank you for the Prime sub. That is ever so cool and greatly appreciated. Your company, guys, as always, is appreciated as well. Let's see here. I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll raid out tonight or if we'll just go ahead and end it. Let me see who's all on first before I decide that.
Hello. Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will. Very, very cool, brother. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Yeah. I mean, you know, I can't thank you guys enough for that. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Where's the? How many? Grr. Fine, we'll do it the other way. Kind of loud. I swear I need to set this up a little better. Okay, let's see. Phil is on. He's playing MechWarrior Online. MechWarrior 5. All right, man. Thank you very much, TJ. We'll catch you later on. I will certainly be stopping by the stream when you fire up. For those of you who aren't already following Bruce Thumbs and Fire at Will, do yourselves a favor, man. Go hang out in their channels. You really couldn't find a bunch of nicer guys and better communities to hang out with. Yeah, nobody's really playing anything that I really care about.
Okay.
So yeah,
So now,
we're I think we'll just go ahead and end it for tonight. Guys, again, thank you very much for the subs. And thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. We will see you guys again soon. Bye for now.